Tonight, I'm taking my roommate out for dinner. Her date stood her up. She called me venting about it. She was so nonchalant. Maybe she really didn't care at all. I'm sure it probably wouldn't have even made a difference to her, but I offered to take her out instead anyway. She's my best friend, and I was just trying to be nice. Now, I don't know. I've got butterflies, and I feel like I could throw up. I've never felt this type of nervousness before. Maybe I'm just having an insecure episode. This is a new dress. I've never worn a dress like this before. I like it, but is she gonna like it? She always gets on me about not wearing more girly things, so why wouldn't she? The dinner is in 30 minutes. Gosh, I'm such a lame. We've known each other for years. Why can't I just pull it together? For one night at least. I've never really been one for the whole girly pampering treatment thing. I grew up with 5 older brothers, and they obviously weren't into the whole dress-up thing. I mean, every now and again, they would do those things with me, but I mean, come on, I was like 6. So, naturally, it goes without saying, I shied away from those things. I was just getting out of high school when I discovered that I honestly didn't even know how to be a girl. I know that sounds insane, but it's the truth. I knew nothing about girly fashion, girly interests, or just female behavior in general. I was trying so hard to be girly and still be mindful of stereotypes and unattainable standards. I just didn't know what was socially acceptable. That's actually what I'm going to school for. Psychology. I want to learn more about people, how they act, think, behave, everything. So far, everything seems to be working out. I've had more friends than I've ever had before, and even more relationships. Granted, they all failed, but that was because I wanted them to. It was just harmless experimenting. Honestly. But this feels different. I don't know. I guess, for once in my life, I actually kinda care if someone likes me or not. I saw her for the first time in psychology class. We were both freshmen, both majoring in psychology. She looked really shy, but she surprised me by coming over to me and introducing herself. I was driving myself insane trying to fit in at the time, and it didn't take her long at all to figure that out. She was just so patient and attentive. She showed me the ropes. She even told me it was perfectly fine to stay the way I was, that I didn't have to change at all. Damn it, now I have more butterflies. I wonder if she's panicking as much as me. Oh. Come in. Hey. You look stunning. Me? No. You actually like this? I feel kind of weird, but I'm assuming that's normal, right? Yeah, I thought so. You ready to go? I got our reservations already. Yeah, reservations. And before you ask, I'm not telling you where we're going. It's a surprise. We should probably go before we're late. The drive was smooth and comfortable. Very light traffic, good radio music, and a beautiful night city view. Every now and again, we'd exchange words, then fall back into a comfortable silence. I rested my hand on her thigh subconsciously throughout the drive. I kept rubbing my thumb back and forth over the silky fabric. I was so lost in thought. By the time I caught myself, we were already pulling in. I wonder why she didn't move to stop me. Maybe she has similar feelings as me? What do I even feel? I don't know if I like her. The thought is kind of scary, but exciting at the same time. Something so new and unfamiliar between us. It's exhilarating. Her rose gold dress was shimmering under the city lights. Her skin is so radiant, even in the dim lighting. Her long hair and full lips. Her whole being was just so mesmerized, huh? Oh, yeah, sorry. I got lost there for a second. Yeah, we're here. I noticed you always said you wanted to try this place, so here we are. I myself have never had Italian food before, but it smells nice, even from here. You look so giddy. No, it's cute. I'm glad I'm not the only one excited for this. As we walked inside, she reached for my hand and intertwined our fingers. I squeezed her hand in return, running my thumb over her knuckles. I don't know what it was, but every doubt I had prior melted away in that moment. I guess I have my answer. I am completely in love with this girl.
Yes, reservations for two?
I think she might feel it too.
Absolutely, and the VIP as well.
Every time we lock eyes, a faint blush appears on her cheeks.
Thank you so much.
I was so in the moment that I didn't even register in my brain before I was doing it. I planted a chaste kiss on her cheek. Her blush grew even more. No, don't apologize. If anything, I should be the one apologizing. I just couldn't help myself. Don't try to hide it. It's cute. And red is such a beautiful shade on you. She laughed. God, that sound was amazing. And her smile made my butterflies come back. How could anyone stand up such perfection? It's funny to think after so many years, I'm just now seeing her in this way. I know. Sorry. I keep getting lost in thought. No, I'm having a great time. I'm not bored or anything. How do I feel? Well, I feel great. I mean, apart from the whole dress thing, but other than that, I'm having a really good time. I just mean that I feel a little awkward and out of place, if you know what I mean. And besides, this is embarrassing, but I just keep getting lost in how beautiful you are. Her eyes locked with mine in an intense gaze. Her eyes were half lidded and her lips were parted slightly. Maybe we should head back. She nodded to me quickly. As we made our way back to the car, she gripped my arm tightly. Are you cold? Here, take my jacket. I'll turn the heat on for you when we get inside. The second my door closed, I was putting the key in the ignition. I didn't want her to get sick. I actually kind of enjoyed cold weather, but I knew it wasn't her favorite. Are you warming up okay? Great. After some more small talk, we returned to a comfortable silence. I, again, went to resting my hand on her thigh, fingers rubbing over the fabric again. She let out a deep sigh. When I glanced over at her, she was sleeping, nose nuzzling into my jacket. So she likes the way I smell. I'll keep that in mind for next time. As we arrive some time later, the thought of carrying her in crosses my mind. But the cold would probably just wake her anyway. I gently shake her to get her attention. Hey, we're home. Let's get out of this cold so you can go to bed. You're not tired? You slept the whole ride, and even now you can barely keep your eyes open. Yeah, I bet that woke you up. Now let's get inside. As we eventually make it inside, she gives me a kiss on the cheek and heads for her room. Man, tonight was so great. When we left, I thought things were going in a different direction, but I'm just as content with the way things are. After a quick shower, I got in bed. I don't know how long I tossed and turned before I actually fell asleep. And I don't know how long it had been before the feeling of my bed dipping woke me up. I rolled over to face the warm body that latched onto me. With a soft sigh and a yawn, she looked up at me, so innocently. What are you still doing up? What are you doing in here? Of course, you're more than welcome to stay. I was just curious. Lonely? Yeah, after a night like that, I can imagine. Did you enjoy yourself? That's good. I'm glad I could still show you a good time even after what happened. That guy was a douche anyway. Subconsciously, I put my hand on her hip and pulled her closer. Her warmth was so comfortable. I opened my eyes to be met with already half-lidded ones. But it didn't look like it was from sleep. My eyes moved from hers to her lips, then back again, silently asking permission. And she gave it to me. Her lips were soft and warm. We continued to kiss for a little while longer until she pulled away. What was that for? A goodnight kiss. And a thank you. Well, you're welcome. What does this all mean? You know, everything today up until now. You like me. Then I like you too. I guess we'll just have to see how things go from here. Get some rest. You and I both need it. Good night.